We left off on Samach Aleph. Today's plot. Samach Aleph. 5 lines from the top.
Would you like some?
Look, he could spill mustard on you, Gemara. He could spill.
What it means, because I know. What can I know? Oh, sign here. You have to sign your name after you learn. Did you learn it or not? You sign your name.
Okay. It's a good answer. No, it's good. Very good.
That's why you left us are. I bet you died.
Okay. Iboilu. Oma yain shni toim yovel. Here. He says, I will not drink wine for a yovel. Now, yovel is 50 years. We're speaking about, let's say he's halfway up to yovel. He says, let's say it's the 4th Shemitah, the 4th sabbatical cycle. He says, I will not drink wine yovel. It doesn't mean to say he has to, 50 years he's not permitted. I mean, until yovel. Doesn't mean until yovel or including yovel. So the question is, my shnasa yovel klifnei chamishim? Right? Do we treat the 50th year as part of the years preceding yovel? O kalacha chamishim? Or do we say no? Yovel, he's permitted to drink the wine. Okay? That's the shayla. Is it up to ad v'ad b'chlal or ad v'lo b'ad b'chlal? So take a look over here. The Ran is important. Ran. Rashi learns differently than the Ran. Iboilu. Oma kodem shini toim yayin toim yovel mai. Lav to come. Now the question is like this. Before we left, if a person would say hayom, I would drink. Hayom means up to nightfall. Yom zeh means 24 hours. That's the Gemara before. So the Gemara had a shayla. What happened if the person says, I will not drink wine yom. Yom. He didn't say hayom or he didn't say zeh. So Gemara had a question. Is yom like hayom or is it zeh? So, and the Gemara left it by the Luif Shita. The Gemara didn't resolve it. So the Ran over here says, if he says, I will not drink yayin yovel. So no, it's left unresolved. The same thing. So the Ran says it's lav dafka. This, he didn't say those words. Take a look at the Ran. Lo dekoma kadein lishna. He didn't say why. We didn't resolve the shaila earlier, which we just had before. We're not, the shaila no longer is it before or is it after? The shaila is, what did he mean, period. What does yovel mean? Right? He said yovel. He said, this yovel, I will not drink wine. So we have a shaila. What does that mean? Does that mean including the 50th year or does not include the 50th year? Askinam. The Gemara was not bedaktek in this lashon when it presents the shayla. Why? The Gemara is going to show. Now there's a question like this. Is Yovel the first year of the Shemitah, of the upcoming, or is it a separate year by itself? It's Machlokes Tanom the Gemara is going to bring. So what he says, if you hold that Shemitah is what? Is the 57th year. Right? The Shemitah, this first Shemitah ends at year 57. That means the Yovel is part, it's in between. No, it's the old. The old. You start count from the year 51. 51 through 7. So what's so Yovel? So Chamishim. If you say Chamishim, you count towards 56, it's over. So then Chamishim is the new. Then it's the new. But if that's one, so it's 56. But if it's 57, right? So that's what he says over here, the Rabbi. Ishnas Chamishim kafnei Chamishim she'enu b'chol cheshbon Yovel habo she'nosu shmita at Chamishim v'sheva. Right? Hilkoch node to koi be'emtza hayovel. So the man standing there, he's he's making this statement. He's in the 4th Shemitah. He's, let's say, whatever it is, 28 years. He's the 29th year into the Shemitah, okay? V'oma yovel zeh. That's the shayla. Mitzabah, so then he would be also. Right? That's if he holds 57. O kelacha chamishim. So Shoshana ola l'cheshbon Shemitah shelacha chamishim. So if that's the case, if chamishim goes, that it's not part of the yovel zeh. Right? It's not part of this grouping. It's the next grouping. V'node muter bosh ein shnas chamishim b'chlal yovel she'ovar. It's not part of the previous. I mean, the previous years goes towards. You count it. It's year 56. If that yovel is counted as the year 1, it's a new Shemitah. Okay. Some more answers. Yeah. Toshma. Yeah. Yeah. Toshma. The Tanya. Plukted Rabbi. This is a machlokes Rabbi in the Chachomim. Rabbanon. It says in the Torah, "V'kidashtem eshnas hachamishim shono." You will say, right? Shnas hachamishim ato moneh. Ato moneh shnas chamishim v'achas. Mikan omru yovel she'no ole leminyan shavua. You hear this? It says, you should sanctify Shnas Chamishim, Shona Shnas Chamishim Atomone, the Atomone Shnas Chamishim V'achas. No, the 50 doesn't belong to Shnas Chamishim V'achas. No, then it would be part of the past. Then it's Kilifnim. She'ena Ola Lemin Yeshavua. She'ena Ola. That means it's 57. So when's... No, you don't count. Which means... No, which means... No. Yatomone Shnas Chamishim V'achas. Kanomer Yovel Eino Ola Lemin Yeshavua. Eino Ola. Eino. The Chamishim, it doesn't go into the Shemitah. That means when the Shemitah over the first Shemitah, year 57. That means the 50s counted like before. The previous, yeah. Rabbi Yudam Yovel Ola Lemin Shavua. No. It is counted towards the new. So it would be 56. Okay, let's take a look in the Ran. Lo Shnas Chamishim V'achas. She'en Shnas Chamishim Nimnis Le'inyin Shmito Achtei Nimnis Shnas Chamishim Shel Yovel. She'ovar. First you count, you designate Chamishim. And then you start counting towards the new Shemitah. U'Leshana Achas Shel Shemitah She'achros Yov. When Shana Achas, the year after Yov. Year 51 is year 1. Hareo. So now that's the wait, no. Yeah. Right. Rabbi Yehuda Eino Yovel Lemin Shavua. Right. 1 second. Amru lo Rabbi Yehuda. They say to Rabbi Yehuda the Chachomim. Hareo Omer Shei Shonim Tizrach Sodecho. Right. It says in the Torah, 6 years you plant your field. Vein Kadel Chomesh. So it comes out in the year of Shemitah. If you say, according to Rabbi Yehuda, wait, that the 50 you don't count as the year 1. So how many years? The Torah says like this: 6 years you should do. Now, whether you count it or you don't count it, the 50th he has the same halachas as Shemitah. You're not permitted to work the field. So it comes out. What do you mean, Sheishon? You only have 5 years. You have 5 years, right? Year 50. When's year 1? 51 is year 1. So that's 1. And now, prior to year 1, how many years are you permitted to work in that last Shemitah? Right? How many years? It's Chomesh Shonim. You don't have 6 years. You have 5 years. That's a yesem. Hari Omer Sheish Shon Tizah Sodech Vein Kaneh Chomesh. Omar Lehem. So Rabbi Yehuda says to the Chacham Divrechem, the way you understand it. Hari Omer V'osus Es Atfur L'Shlosha Shonim. It says that in the 6th year of the Shemitah, it's going to produce a 3-year fold. Right? It'll cover you for 3 years. What it taught, Harei Kan Arba. Right? When you have a Shemitah, it has to produce for 4 years.
The 4th year.
Right? It has to produce for the 4 years. Because you have an extra year. Elo, what's the answer? Right? It's not speaking that last 6 years. It's speaking the previous years. Correct? The previous years. Meaning in the middle of the Shemitah. In the middle, not by the Yovel at the end, is the middle. Same thing. Not when it finishes. It's in the middle, the regular Shemitahs. Right? Okay, let's see the Ran. Where Hareu Omer Shei Shonim Tizra, the Mashal Olam Kodem Yisrael Shmiyas, Mutal Izroa Shei Shonim, Uledvorecha B'Shmito Shel Achar Yovel Eino Mutar Elo Chomi Shonim. Shrei HaYovel Oser B'Zrio, U'She'agir Shei Shonim, Tei Shon Shnas Shmito, Shishis, Shnas HaShmito. The 6 years already Shnas HaShmito. So he says, L'Vrech L'Shvei Ludokro B'Kulu Shonim, Mashma, Hareu Omer, Dalid. Hareu Omer, Rega, Es. V'osas es atfula shel shonim. Al korchen lekluk me b'shmita shel shnas memtes. Shrei zera shel memches tzorach shiyaspik memches memtes. V'nun aleph. Ara kotze shel nun aleph. Elo ikeluk me. Okay. The linami haikro the shei shonim the makshisu li minei ikuluk b'shar shnei shvua shein somach liyob ma'achrav. Okay, good. Further, the Mishnah speaks about a case Ara Pesach. A person says, "I will not have wine Ara Pesach." He's not permitted up to Pesach. He says, "Achi yehei Pesach." That means till after Pesach. Okay. And then what do we have a case? We have a case Bachlich Remeir. What about he says Ad Lifnei Pesach? He says, Achi Yehi Pesach means until Pesach is over. Up till Pesach means, what about he says, he says, Ad Lifnei. What is Lifnei? Before Pesach. Rebbeir says, until Pesach. Lifnei is the same as Ad.
Up until.
No, Rabbi Yossi says, Achi Yetzei. Lifnei Pesach means till Pesach is over. Why? What's the reason? Because Lifnei means the last day of Pesach, the last minute of Pesach. That's Lifnei Pesach. Right? Right? That could also be interpreted. So Gemara is going to say, according to Reb Meir, it's no mochas in nafshel l'sveika. A person doesn't allow, if something's ambiguous, he means, since it could be understood one or two ways, he means, rather than getting involved in a questionable situation, he means before. Rabbi Yosef says no. Even if it's ambiguous, person goes all the way in. So since it could mean until the last moment, therefore he's off limits till the last moment. That's the machlokes, okay? A person doesn't allow himself to, since Lefnei Pesach can mean one of things, two things. Mean before the first day of Pesach, or means before Pesach is over, because the last minute is still Pesach, right? A person doesn't allow himself to get involved in a situation which is unclear. It's ambiguous. Yeah. Rabbi Yossi. Person does. Let's take a look at the Ran. It's Gemara and Kedushin we had. Because the Gemara is the same Gemara. Let's see. Lemeimra. The Rabbi Yossi said Lamainish in the Sveiko. V'chivashin l'masdisen. Saturdays in the Mishnah. Rabbi Roma Achi Agia. Ad Pesach, he said that. Rega. No, he says, Rabbi Ad Pesach, Ad Rega Echot Shlemdei. Sof Yom Achron Shal Pesach. You see it? Kaba lo Amrino, lo Amrino, hey, lo Amrino, Hochi, lo Mochsinish Nafshil L'Sveiko, the Yom Shedi Shlishi Shrai Yimei Pesach, V'chi Kamar, because it could also mean before the first, second, or third day of Pesach. It's unclear what he meant. Therefore, we say it means, since it could mean before the first day, Lefnei means the first day. Because since it could be the first day, second day, third day, till the last minutes, it's unclear what he meant. A person, when he speaks clearly. What's clear? Pnei, I don't even get involved before the first day. Rabbi Yosef, okay, let's go. Now the Gemara asks. Drabonon. Of course, Drabonon. Okay, it's connected to Dalush. What's the intention of a person? Yeah, because the Morrison asks a stira. Now, Uramini. We have a Mishnah in Kedushin. Mishesh lo shtei kitei bonos. Person has two groups. He has two wives. He has daughters from an older wife. He has daughters from a younger wife. Now, he says to a man, I'm marrying you to my older daughter. Oh, he says my older daughter. Older. 1 second. So now, does he mean the oldest? And he doesn't remember what he's marrying his daughter. He's the agent. I'm marrying you to my older daughter. Does older mean oldest? So now it could be either the oldest. It could be the youngest of the first group because they're older than all the younger ones, or it could be the older of what, or it could be each one is older rather than the younger one, right? So up to the youngest of the second group, they're all older than the youngest. So who's married? So every one of them needs a get because it's a suffix. No, it's a suffix kodeshes. Every one of them suffix kodeshes until the only one that's not in the suffix is the youngest. So listen to the story. Im gedolos shebektanos. Vim ktana shebegedolos. Wait. Vim ktana shebegedolos. She gedola min agdolos. Min agdolos shebektanos. Kul masur is the Meir. You hear this? What's going on? So we say if it's when he spoke originally, he spoke ambiguously. I marry you to my older daughter. He'd say eldest. If he said eldest means the older of all of them. Older. But if you can say lo mochas in Yishnab shel Sveike, one thing's for sure. The eldest is older. It should be limited to that. So what does Rabbi Meir say? Everyone needs a get. So you see a person speaks ambiguously. And therefore every one of them is including the suffix except the youngest. So how could you say over here lifnei Pesach? It means until Pesach, because the person when he speaks, he wants to speak very definitively. We see by Kedushin, Rameir doesn't deal with it that way. We see Mochas in the Yishnab Shel Sveiko. Right? It's a stira. No, it's a stira. It's stira Meir. It's a stira. That's the Gemara's question. Rabbi Yossi, no. Kulam utoros chutz min agdol shebgdolos. Omar Rafuna Bachina. Omar Rafchina Baravdimi. Omar Rav Muchlef Zashita finished. Just invert the order. Invert, meaning that there's no stira. Rameir holds mochas in the Yishnab Shel Sveiko. Over here by Pesach it means Achra Pesach, and Rabbi Yossi means Lefnei Pesach. He's consistent. You invert the positions. No stira. Somewhere asks a question. Tanya. No, because it's impossible. Right? That means the mistake is either one of the two ends of it. We'll see the Ran. Okay? So the Gemara says, Tanya's a right. Tanya, proof to this. Because it says, Ze'akla kol shizmanu kavua, v'omar ad lifnei. 1 second. Ad, if it's Pesach, is man kavua. The 7 days of Pesach. So that means ad means before. Rameir omar. No, excuse me. V'omar ad lifnei. Rameir omar ad sheyetze. Because you know exactly what I'm dealing with. 7 days. Lifnei means until the last moment where it can mean lifnei. That's till the last minute of Pesach. Rabbi Yossi Omer, so that confirms that you have to be machlif teshita. Right? That's the proof. Hatanya over here is not a kasher. This nichusa. Hatanya has been nichusa. So let's take a look at Amar Aleph. Very interesting shayla. Because the Gemara Kedushin asked the same stira, and the Gemara gives a different answer. We have a machlokas of Rabbi Yossi and Rameir. We rule like Rabbi Yossi. Whatever. So according to the conclusion of the Gemara, Rabbi Yossi holds lo mochas in Yishnab Shel Sveiko. After we invert the opinions. So if that's the case, we ruled. Person says lifnei Pesach, he means before Pesach. The story with the daughters, only the eldest is married. Okay? So we're not differentiating between whether it's neder for that. The Gemara in Kedushin gives a different answer. Gemara in Kedushin answers that when it comes to Nedarim, people speak a certain way. They're arguing how do people speak. It has nothing to do with mochas in the Yishnab Shel Sveiko. The Gemara has to steer. You find by Kedushin differently. Gemara says no. This has nothing to do with mochas in the Yishnab Shel Sveiko. This is a question, when a person speaks, what does he mean? It's not a mindset. When a person says this word, does it mean before, or does it mean at the after? It means till the last moment. No, when a person speaks, it's not mocha, it's not ambiguous. It's a question of what does lifnei mean? Lifnei means before. That's what it means. It has nothing to do with the state of mind. When a person says that's what he means. The other one says no, lifnei means until the last moment. So therefore, that's not the Kedushin. Kedushin, that's the machlokas. When a person says, I'm married to my oldest daughter, that's the machlokas. Meir says, Mochsin Yishnab Shel Sveiko. We rule lo machsin Yishnab Shel Sveiko. So we rule like Rabbi Yossi, only the older ones married. Only the older. Right? Lo mochis. The question is, what about over here? Right? So here it's saying something else. Here, if you rule like Rabbi Yossi, you're permitted to eat, you drink wine before. We'll see the Ran. They're all katanos. Right, all minors. No, they be up to 12 and a half. Up to 12 and a half. Okay, let's see the Rashi, the Ran. We're talking about the two daughters in each group. Maybe means the elder of the second group, which is older than the younger. Alma mochsin is nafshel sveiko. So you see, according to Rameir, that a person, right, puts, and here Rameir says by Nedarim, lo moch mal inish. What does it mean? Lifnei means up to Pesach. Kulam b'tars lo mochsin nafshel sveiko v'chikamer gedola aminon The Vari Gdoshim, those that's Rabbi Yossi by Kedushin. So we have a stira. By Rabbi Meir says by Kedushin, they all need to get except the youngest. Rabbi Yossi says no. And here by what? Says just the opposite. Rabbi Yossi says you're not permitted to drink wine till after Pesach. And Rabbi Meir says up to Pesach. B'chlev Sashita. Kan v'tanya b'nichuso. More shows that it's good. So ulinyan halacha. Kevedim afchina lo. Since we invert the opinions, the Rabbi Meir of Rabbi Yossi halacha Rabbi Yossi. We rule like Rabbi Yossi. Naktinon v'omer ad pnei Pesach. Also achi agia. So the way we're coming out, according to Rabbi Yossi, like by Kedushin and Nedarim, is the same thing. A person lo malchus in is nafshul sveka. A person doesn't speak ambiguously. It means up. Older means the oldest, even though he said older, right? I v'avagav perika omid Kedushin ramina nami hani mastis adodi. Umaskin and hosam. There the Gemara is the same steer, and what's the conclusion? Lo lom lo tepo. The Gemara says no, don't invert it. The Gemara in Kedushin gives Gemara gives different answer in Kedushin. The Masdisa la v'mayel inish nafshil sveika pligi. The argument over here of neder has nothing to do with does a person and ela belishna dalma pligi. When a person says that, what did he mean? That's the argument. The Rameis of at pnei Pesach, when a person's pnei means ad kami pischa mashma. They're arguing how do you interpret the word. Rabbi Yosef no ad the mispania Pesach. When Pesach vacates itself, that means when it's over. Mashma. So according to the Sugi and Kedushin, we don't invert anything. The Devorim is stated the way it's stated. Rabbi Meir holds it's before Pesach, and although he holds by Kedushin, everyone needs a get. It's what does Pnei mean? Does it mean Mispani? Does it mean Pnei before? Rabbi Yossi Sovar ad yeshiyetze afil hochi kevedach sugya ismero besugi nedarim. We're talking about nedarim. So which sugi, which mesechta do we have greater value within the Devorim? This is the primary sugya. Mashma diikol lismoch al tvei. We rely on what the Gemara says here because this is the Devorim. Me'ahi sugya da'osam dlab beduchte itmar. Because over there it's really out of place. Over there we're discussing laws of nedarim. Has no relevance to kedushin. That's firstly. So therefore we rule like here we invert it, and we say the argument by Pnei, it's a question of mochsin is daftin sveika. Therefore we invert it. V'od hodetanya kiach sugya udas arav Rabbeinu Moshe bar Maimin. That's the way the Rambam rules. The Rambam rules. This is the primary sugya. Therefore, you follow not the way the Gemara reconciles it in Kedushin, but rather here that you have to invert the opinion. That's Rambam. That's the Rambam. Avalo Rabbeinu Moshe bar Nachman, the Ramban, Zechron Levrocha Posach Kisugya Dehosom. Yeah, this the low tepuch. The Rabbi Yossi Omar Ba'ad Pnei Osur Achiyetze Naktin. Why? Because that's what the word means. It's a question: what does the word mean? It's two separate arguments. The argument by Nedarim, what does the word mean? The argument Kedushin is mochsin is not. What is the state of mind? That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. The Ramban, but it's interesting. The Ran, whenever you normally quote the Ramban, till now it's always Ramban, never Ramoshe ben Nachman. But over here, of course, he's quoting Rambam, Ramoshe ben Maimin. So therefore, he can't refer. No, so therefore it's Ramoshe ben Nachman, because he's referring to Rambam ben Maimon. So therefore, Ramban is Ramoshe bar Nachman. Okay. New Mishnah. Ara kotzir. A person says, whatever he says, it's off limits until the harvest season. Kotzir. Ara botzir. Botzir is what? Till they finish harvesting the grapes. Ara masik. Till they finish harvesting the olives. Masik. Misikas. Eino osir ad elo achi agia. Until the season comes. Ad means until the season. The harvesting season, whatever you're harvesting. Zaklal shezmano kavua. Right? The season starts, the picking grape season starts at a certain time. Okay? V'oma achi agia. Zaklal kol shezman kavua v'oma achi agia. Osa achi agia. Oh, now, oma achi yehi. What is achi yehi? I mean, what does it mean achi yehi? When it starts. Everybody doesn't start picking the vines at the same time. When they start, that means when they start picking grapes. No. You have different. Let's say you have a region. This pottery, they start the beginning of the month. They start a week later, 3 weeks later.
Okay.
So what is Achiagia? When they start picking, it's already off limits.
Okay.
Or it stops being off limits.
All right.
What about he says Achiyahe? That means until it's over.
It's over.
Over means everybody finishes at a different time. So that's right. So this is Ein Zman Kavua. They always start at a certain. They always start at a certain time picking grapes.
But they've always ended.
But everybody ends at a different time. Okay. Achi agia osir achi agia. Oba achi yehei. Osir achi yetze. B'chol. Wait. No, and they do finish by a certain time. They do finish by a certain time. Right. Once, let's say, October comes, they're not picking grapes any longer. Kol zman she'en kavua. Bein omer achi yehei. Bein omer achi agia. Ein osir achi agia. Whether he says achi yehei or he says achi agia. Ein osir ela achi agia. It means when it will be. Because if it's a question, there's a specific time, he would say Achiagia. So Achie doesn't mean Achiagia. But let's say it's erratic. There's no time when they start. Then when he says Achie means, and Yagia means the same thing. Whatever it'll be. It means before. Ara Kayitz, now, what's Kayitz? Kayitz is, no, he's in the summer. Summer mode. No. Kayitz is referring when they, when they put out the figs to dry. The reason why it's called kayitz, the Gemara say, when they pick the figs, they pick it with their hands. They don't. When you cut the clusters of grapes, they use a knife. When they pick figs, they pick it with their hands. Also, when they take the figs, they take a knife and they slit them, and they cut them to let them all ooze out, and then they press it. When they're dry, they press them together. Okay? So kayitz is referring to figs. Arakayitz actually kayitz. Achi aschilu ha'om lahachnis bekalkolos. It means, well, that means, so we'll see in a minute. Achi yavar akayitz, achi akpila bektos. We'll see when they start putting away the knives. Let's see the run. Arakayitz, achi yeakayitz, achi aschilu ha'om lahachnis bekayitz man lakitas peiros te'enim. You hear this? When they start harvesting figs. V'korele kayitz, l'fishe kotzin osan biyad. When they pick it by hand picked. Uktonig, the cave and the Omar Arakayitz, O Achiyahei, Achiyaschilu Om Lahachnis Bekalkolos, Velo Yosef Vishain Zman Kavua. When they start putting it into the baskets, Achiyak Pilak Miktos, Hasakinim, the knife showing Michodem, Lachto Chaten, Kshosen Hin Agulin, when they make it into pressed, like fig bars, date bars. They grow mikzos, voche ashkom tekori kro la sakinim or mikzos nechsiv yaseo b'mikzos afigulin atzman negron kain al shmon. That because they use knives to make the figs to press them, therefore they cut it to put it in to press it together. So even the pressed figs are called mikzos because it's done with the knives. Okay. Katana, we learned in the bread. Kalkola she'omru. A person says. Kalkol shomru, kalkol shaltainim. Below kalkol shal anovim. Kalkol doesn't mean fig. It means figs. Doesn't mean grapes. Rishimuloma anov mechaltainim. No, when you say kalkola, it means so. A person says achi yehei kalkola. Let's see, the 2 seasons. You pick grapes, you pick figs, until the latter season is over. The later. Well, let's say they stock grapes earlier. He says until the season starts, right? And it includes figs. So then you have to go l'chumra, because it's a later season. Because Shimshim says it includes both. My timer, tam nekamo. Why does the Tanakh says it's limited to dates, figs, and not to grapes? The ksova teinim mikatson biyodo. The word kayitz means you pick it with your hand. Okay? Anovim lo mikatson biyodo. Hello? I'm middle. I can't interrupt now. Kol tov. Amen. Kol tov. Okay. Rav Shimon Gamliel Sovar. Anov Mechaltein. In my time in Tanu, you said that. Shimon Gamliel Sovar. Anov Nami Ki Miradon Mikatzon Biyot. Now, after you pick the grapes, you have stems in the grapes. So what do? They touch it with their hands, and the stem breaks off the grape, right? Like this discussion we had in Bava Kama, so it's Mishnah. You know, when we speak about tuma, tuma is called yodos. Let's say you have a cherry and you have a, what's his name? Now, a sheretz is only mitami ochem, right? Let's say you have a stem. Stem is not food. What about if the stem is in the cherry? And when you take the stem, the cherry, you lift it by the stem. And now the sheretz touches the stem, doesn't touch the cherry. The cherry is tummy. Because since the way you eat the cherry is by holding it with the stem, right? What about it's at a point? Let's say you have where they're ready for press. They press grapes. They crush the grapes earlier. They step on them because they want the stems to break off. When you eat grapes regularly, you eat it off the cluster, off the stem. When you press, you don't want it because you don't want all that to be mixed into the mash. So then, let's say when it's at that stage, let's say sheretz would touch the stem, it won't be even tummy the grape, because since it's loose and it's meant not to. What? Not raisins, it's wine.
Then the dryness of that step is really dry. Just touch it.
Okay, no, maradon. Maradon means they step on it. They step on it to loosen it because they want to separate. This is for wine. Okay, right. I don't give maradon. Kishiyovshu uktzei hanov the uktzim, not the grape. Kishiyovshu afhein niktosim biad mikru. So they break off easily because when you touch it, it detaches from the anovim. So that's Reb Shimon. So there are times that even grapes have relevance to also. It could be called kayitz. Okay, the Tanakhama says no. It's only means that's the way it's harvested. Achi yaver hakayitz achi yichbul abetzos tona achi yichbul rov mitzos. Okay, we'll stop here. Stop here.